Perry and you're coming in, Jason, I guess I could phrase this either what would you like to see Scott Perry do, but I prefer the whole what would you do?
If it was me?
If it was you.
Well, I would look at the top part of the roster. And the top part of the roster, I think what everybody's considering would be in whatever order: Sabonis, DeRozan, LaVine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess that's part of it, and see what I can do there. And the other part is identifying what I know I want to go forward with. And I think based on contract, based on production, I would think a guy like Keegan, I would go forward with. A guy like Keon is a success story that you've got under a really good contract, that you could try to, manipulate here a little bit and see how far you could keep him going at a even maybe a as productive of a contract. And then see what I can do between DeRozan, LaVine, and Sabonis, whether it's keeping all of them, keeping two of them, keeping one of them, keeping none of them. I mean, and some of it seems impossible to move, but I think you got to look at all of that and talk to those guys. I heard your exit meetings, but now it's closed doors. Now we're in here. Tell me what and then I'm not saying they're lying, but okay, Sabonis, I know you want to figure out what's going on in this organization. Here's my plan. You want to be a part of it?
Right.
DeRozan, I know you're near the end. I think we can turn this around and make this a playoff team. Do you believe in me? No? Okay, well, I'm going to do right by you, try to send you to a team that, gives you one more shot at a postseason, and I'm going to see what I can get in return. Zach, here's what I said on social media.
Psych.
Yeah. But I want to put you in that spot where I can maybe make you the second or third option on this team.
Or prove me wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. And then just say, look, I didn't sign you to this contract. Maybe I wouldn't have, but that doesn't mean this can't work. And I don't think, I'm so complimentary of you. You are a good player.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go make a difference. Make this, change your career, change your narrative. Stuff like that. And then, you draft. Well, still have a draft.
Yeah.
Whether you get super lucky and somehow get in the top four, which those odds are pretty low now that Memphis won that second game, because there was kind of tracking where they still could maybe get their pick. So the only way now to get that first round pick is winning the lottery.
Do you maybe sniff around with trading like a 2031 protected first for a first this year, that from maybe a contending team?
The other thing I'm also going to do is, let's take, for example, there's two series. Well, there's probably more than that, but I'm just going to give you two off the top of my head. The Clippers Nuggets and the Bucks Pacers. Pacers made the conference finals last year. Mm-hmm. They're probably still in the beginning part of their run, probably. The Bucks are not.
Yeah.
One of them's going home. Milwaukee's already down 1-0. Doesn't mean they're going home, but that's a team that has championship aspirations. They added Kuzma. They have Lillard. They have Giannis. If they were to lose in round one, I don't know. That's a team I'm calling. Same thing with Indiana.
Are there any of those three players you'd want?
Not sure, but I want to know what they want to do. Like, what are you willing to do? Watching.
By the way, I think we both would want Giannis out of the combo, to be clear. Somebody heard that wrong. Yeah. Well, it was just,
but how?
Right, exactly.
Clippers, Nuggets.
Yeah.
Two teams that have had one's won a championship, the other's had championship aspirations for a while. One of them's going home. So, dealing with teams like that, where it seems like, watching Houston, let's say, for example, last night, watching them with the Warriors, and one of the things they're all zeroing in on is, man, this team can't shoot.
Right.
Like, they get defend, they offensive rebound, they get after you, but they have trouble shooting. Okay. Right away, I went, oh, it's impossible to trade someone like Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine can shoot. Would Houston want him? Maybe they don't. Maybe they do. Maybe is he a different option on that team with all those? Would they want to move one of those young athletic guys? I just don't know. I think I'm talking to everybody.
Sure.
I'm trying to shake up this team because the way the team is constructed, I'm going to say it. I think they're good. They're not great. They're not awful. A direction needs to be picked. And I think if I'm listening to ownership, and Vivek, I don't think has ever said this publicly, but he wants to win. He does. He hasn't known how to do it. Right? He wants to win. I don't think he wants to do a teardown.
I have no doubt Vivek Ranadive wants to win.
100%.
Terribly.
Yeah.
Terribly. Also, I want Charlize Theron and Scarlett Johansson to be friends with my wife and all move in to the house. And we,
But I also think if 10 advisors told Vivek, this is my opinion, I don't know this, but 10 advisors told him, the best path, tear it down and start new. And that in 3-4 years, you have your best chance of really winning. I don't think I don't think he would go for that.
I don't think he would either.
And I just don't think he would.
I don't either. And that is part and parcel, in my opinion, why Vivek Ranadive has to choose as to whether he wants to sell the team or he wants to announce that he is completely stepping away from basketball operations. He wants to win. He is a phenomenal owner off the court. He does not know. He is embarrassed. Look, I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to be insulting. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. He's embarrassing. In my opinion, he is an embarrassment when it comes to basketball ops. It has been embarrassing over and over and over again. And the only success we get, we back into, and then it's fleeting. We were the beam team 3 years ago, 3 seed in the NBA, and then meddling started. And until that stops, we're going to be having these conversations over and over and over again. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll continue on that topic as well.